私の活躍を期待してください。
Turn that down. Okay. Alright, now let's get started. Find it on the button. There we go. Where is it? Change resolution. Fantastic. Alright, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Hardcore, and we're back today with another game today. This time, it's the good old-fashioned Punishing Gray Raven. I've talked about this multiple times before. I played it a little. I mean, I used it in an emulator in the past and actually done okay. It was a really rough start and it just kept crashing. So many slowdowns, so many problems. I had dropped the game for a while. And when I finally had heard that they had got an official PC client for it, I was actually kind of excited, but also skeptical at the same time. Because my thought came true was that it was going to be on an emulator. It is played on an emulator. Right now we're playing this on LD Player, but it is actually the quote-unquote official client for Punishing Gray Raven. And honestly, it's been working out pretty well. Like 95% of the time it works. It connects properly. I don't have any lag or hang-ups or anything crazy like that. The only time that like the 5% that actually does happen, like when a problem does arise, it's usually because I have alt-tabbed in some capacity, or I messed around with like the controls or something. Like I just transferred from using the keyboard and mouse back to the controller to like click on something, and the game has to like take a second, like literally like 1 or 2 seconds to figure out, oh, I'm back in controller mode or I'm back in keyboard mode, and it works out from there. Other than that, it's been pretty well. Oh man. But for starters, let's get into Punishing Gray Raven in the first place. This is made by like Kuro Company or something like that. It's based out of like somewhere in Hong Kong. It's their first foray into the gacha market, and it's made for combat enthusiast style players in the most literal sense possible. Like, let's go to our members section. Right now, we have the Omniframe section, which is our general use play characters. Over here is the entire list of playable characters you can roll for. There's about, I'd say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. About 30, 40 characters in here that are playable. It's a pretty diverse cast, and everybody has something they do special. And it's not in a similar situation where it's like Action Time and where things start blending together. Yes, ideas do blend together, and there are lots of the same, and there's several copies of the same character, but they do different things over time. They have different properties. Like they'll deal fire, lightning, darkness, ice. Like they'll do elemental damage, which is like, one of the mainstays of the game. Like right now we have Nanami. She deals fire damage. Her regular form deals, I think, regular damage, but she's also a tank. Like, there's a lot more nuance in this game compared to, like, you know, something else. Like, you know, Action Timeman that has much less nuance because they go for the much more casual crowd. This still is within casual limits in Punishing Grey Raven, but they take themselves much more seriously. Like with the memory system, the weapons. Eventually I'll get up to the CUB system, and then we'll have those benefits that those bring it to there. But even with those items and all that sort of stuff, right here, we still have things you do have to level up as well. This is one of these games where it's character level is tied to account level. So my account right now, as of this moment, it's level 55. That took like several weeks of actually playing the game to actually get to here in the first place. So it's a very slow crawl from. It's a quick climb to 1 to 50, but then after from 50 to further on, it's been a bit slower. But still, once you hit 50, things get pretty good. Regardless, though, they're tied to this, so they only are as fast as you are. That means you can't get like insanely over leveled and start bowling over the content. You actually have to learn how to play the game correctly to get past the whole fact you have mediocre stats for a very long time. These are your ascendancies, the promotion system. They just change the scaling of whatever your character is going to have. Like I would show it. Like when you do like, well, no, evolution is what changes the scaling. Promotion just gives bonus stats on each level of promotion, which is very nice. You're like every time you have the chance to get a new character, you immediately want to level them up the furthest as possible and promote them as far as possible in terms of your stats. It's very expensive to do so. Like I've spent multi-millions already just leveling up my one team. And right now, like the thing to do is, since as I'm starting out, this is one of those games where money is going to be a huge issue as I'll go further along in the game, because getting one character from like private to like hero or elite or something like that is going to take like I think almost several 100,000 cogs to make progress inside that, and that's just to like for promotions. Then we'll go over to somewhere like skills. Like the skill system here uses a red, yellow, and blue orbs you ping to activate skills and such. You also have to spend a ton of cogs. Like it's at least cogs and skill points to actually make them, you know, worthwhile to use. Which is why I've been discovering very quickly that you don't spread yourself very thin. You pick like 3 people to start off with, and you just like go. You lay into them and you keep leveling them up, because the cost adds up really fast. And this is really where their Skinner box stuff really starts to take its effect. Like you see right now, I have 2 skill points. Each level effectively takes up to like, it goes like 1, like you go like 1 through 5, 1 skill point, 2 to 10, like 5 to 10, 2 skill points, 10 to 15, and so on and so forth. 3. Like you will need to do some grinding at some point, which is like what we're going to be doing here today. We're not going to specifically be doing resource farming, which is what I actually need to be doing in the first place, because I have now I'm upgrading Nanami, and she requires a lot more resources that I don't have right now. The evolution system, though, is just like it's stat nodes you get for like you get shards for these characters. You buy each one of those all the way around. When you complete one of these, they get to activate into another evolution, which changes their growth per level, and it works retroactively. So I'm at level 50. Okay, her HP growth was 20.16 HP per level. Now it changes to 24. So it effectively gives her like another couple hundred HP after that, and so on and so forth. You keep doing this until you've reached triple S plus, which is the final level of evolution. This is where your big rollers and big spenders come in, because these passive stats obviously make a huge difference, but there are ways to get shards without having to spend money. It's a slower process, obviously, because when you get a duplicate of a unit in this game, you don't get like, you know, a skill boost, or Noble Phantasm doesn't get super powerful. You get more shards, which makes this process a lot easier and a lot faster. It's really quick and easy stats to just like fluff up your numbers. Like we have actually active and passive skills, multiple different ones. Like we have our basic attack, we have the entry where we have the we have our Ogi, the QTEs. That's actually the QTE system is actually the form of assists. Like when if I do something specific, like I activate 3 orbs at once of the same color, and then I press the corresponding color, like I have the yellow slot or the blue slot, I can drop them down immediately. I can drop down that character immediately and do like a special effect or whatever, like armor busting or health regen, or like a massive hit for paralysis. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. Like when like hers for Nanami specifically is when I do the QTE, she comes down from above, does an AoE smash, and deals fire damage. So if I need to do instant fire damage to break down some more super armor, that's what I'm gonna do it for. And then we have like, you know, tank damage reduction. No, it's extra damage reduction, so it cuts through defense. That's the most important part. And Ultima Awaken, you can't do that until you get to maximum level, which is much further along the line. Every character has one of these has like 5 of these passive skills, and depending on what kind of situation the character is, like some characters start off at rank B. They will always everybody will always have this first passive, but all the other passives unlock through evolution. Like when you're an S and an A rank character, this one will automatically unlock, and then you can buy it. Like see, I need to be ranked double S, triple S, triple S plus, which is tons and tons and tons of materials to actually get to there in the first place. But most characters can actually do very well without having the need for being S, double S, and triple S and beyond. Like they're very helpful, but it's a very time-consuming process. But there are ways to get these sort of things and actually do it to it. The game itself consists of fighting in various arenas and also getting the materials to actually upgrade your characters like in such a situation. So now, let's do just that. Oh, what? Wait. Let's go over to uniframes. Uniframes are these certain areas, not certain areas, but certain characters that only apply to like one area. It's like this, they only apply to this one area of the game you can use them in. There's only like 6 of them. There's like 5 of them right now. I think the only one that everyone ever uses is, I think his name is like Roland. But yeah, Roland's our guy. That's what we're going to aim for. They all start off at S in the first place. They're all very strong. Like, I can't upgrade this guy worth a damn. Like, he starts off at 60. I can't upgrade him at all. I can promote him as much as I can promote him up to like 60, but that's just not going to do much. Can't even upgrade him, evolve him either. I can't upgrade his skills though. Like everybody has this. Like you can mess around with that sort of stuff. He deals dark damage and all that sort of thing. It's a lot of nuance in each one of these. Like I could just sit here for hours and just read every single character on what they do. But honestly, that's not very fun. Let's go to battle. Oh, not battle. We need to go to the event. That's what we're doing. Today is the event. We are going to do the Cosmic Glow, and then we go do the mission itself. Now, obviously, the main meat of the game is farm your events, farm everything out, and farm your other materials. Because when you do an event, they give everything else in the fucking world. So let's go to Orphachoose. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is. But we're gonna multi-challenge it. It's gonna be loud on my end. But now you're gonna get to see what Miss Armored Core Nanami over here looks like, and it's a pretty intense experience. I gotta say that much. She's designed to be a tank character, so they have high HP scaling and defense. But you also have to watch out on your HP since she's very slow. Well, not so much slow, but she's designed to soak up damage while also dealing it as fast as possible. Very fun, very, very fun system. There's a pretty big difference in levels of damage between like your A rank and B rank, your B rank and A rank characters and the S characters. It's like night and day for the most part, and it's honestly like it's cool and also a very, very large difference in terms of things you can do. However, it's not to say that like B and A characters are bad. You can do actually pretty great things with them. About every single level of content is accomplishable through those means. Like you can use the free characters that they give you and the sort of the pity items that they give you as well, and still accomplish amazing things. This isn't the type of game to be like you have to be fiscally supercharged all the time to actually get anything out of it. You can actually do great. It requires more or less your personal ability to get anything accomplished. Are you the only one here? I don't know. I just want to show this off for the most part. That was good. It's not bad. See, even then, with all that sort of stuff regarding the like stamina system, I hate it so much, because it's like I want to keep playing the game more, but I can't play the game on my own terms. I have to play it on theirs. Uh-oh. See, that's what I was talking about right there. Like, I guess the mouse moved a little or something like that and activated the What do I think about Aether Gazer? That's the thing that was I posted a while back there, Draven. It's that Aether Gazer is that game that I was talking about. It looks all right, but it wasn't appealing enough for me in the first place. Like, it just seems like, you know, a really watered down version of something else. I was going to sign up for the pre-release beta stuff for it, but I was like, I'm not doing that. That's like not very good. I need to go to the shop for this. 1060. I have enough for. I don't have enough for an Unimate because I need to get all 6 of these at some point. Because it's like this is like built for her. This is built for her kit. Like, this is like the limited supporter for the event, which is what I need. 1, 2. It's 1100, so 11, 22, 3300 points. So that's honestly, like, since it's 11 days, that's not too bad. That's a couple of daily logins and some speed farms. The Nami already kills this entire event by herself, so it's like it's all good. Actually, I only need 4, so yeah, that's fine. That means I only need 2200. I'm already almost there. Maybe one day I could try Aether Gazer, but I don't see myself doing much with it. It's the same situation with Nike. Like, I can't be doing that. I see myself having like no future with that sort of thing. Philip II, Fred. These are all really nice materials. Fred, Shakespeare. Shakespeare's another one, a really good one to get too. Fire damage resistance, fire damage increase. It's like, because right now I'm trying to build myself a fire team out of this sort of stuff, so I'm trying to look at this event. Because it's like, this is actually a really good event to start acquiring resources for fire players. Like, I want to pick up more of that Darwin stuff because it looks really good. What does Hannah do? For every 30 seconds, enter a matrix upon a 3 and gain a random signal orb. So it's got a 30-second cooldown. Extra damage of 3 ping is 25%. That's really nice. You probably just run a 2 set with this. See, I like this. I like this because I can actually start strategizing and actually make a logical difference. It's not just bigger number. It's bigger number, but you have to think about it a little bit more than just brute force. It's not like Honkai or anything like that. Bathlon. Dealing damage is a 20% chance of starting a dark zone. Okay, we're not playing with dark. It's a good element, but it's not what we're using right now. Besides, it's way cheaper to get these through events than it is through getting like the it's cheaper to get the memories through here than it is to get it through something like what is that called? The shop. Because the shop costs like 1.2 million and it keeps like shifting around for the most part. There it is, Astinia. Because I need to get, like, I think 4 copies of Astinia. And obviously I don't have her at all in the first place. And it's going to take me at least probably 3,000 to do it. Oh, I only need 2 copies of Astinia and 4 copies of Uni. Which is actually not bad at all. But then I gotta upgrade her and then eventually I have to think about resonances. How much is she? She's only like Marco Uniframe, Patton, Helen, Shakespeare, Guinevere. There's Astinia. 625, so that's 1250. 1060 already, that's with 2 runs. Well, that's a total of 11 runs at once. So that's not too bad. I can get that in 11 days. See, that's the really shitty thing about this game is like I can't really stream it very long. Or at least find other things to stream with it because it's so expensive to do anything in this game. Let's go to challenge. Darwin's actually another really nice one to use. Well, it's nice at least for like my point of the game. Anything else is more or less just really way too niche, and I'd have to really start nailing into the event for the most part. Also, this is another situation of when you're pointing a sword at the screen, like towards the viewer, you just don't do it. It's why they always have them doing it from 3/4 perspective, because it looks like a toothpick and it looks absolutely terrible. I think there's one art in like it's like this one protector support type supporter, so protector suppress type supporter in Action Time and in that does this, and it looks just as bad. It's much more noticeable on like hers in Action Time and in rather than here, because Darwin has it's pointed at you and it's crap. Let's do this challenge mission though, because it costs 0. Let's see. Yeah, these actually don't have really bullshit debuffs or ailments either. These are like things you can fight against and win. Like, okay, we have a 3-minute time limit that we gotta beat him within 2 minutes. We have 3 minutes to win. Freeze, do ice damage to slow or freeze, which actually may not be very good on a character like Nanami where she has to sit there and charge herself up. Maybe I can find a way to get around that. And flame, dealing damage over time. I don't think I actually have innate flame resistance. But I get an Ike? I do. Ike would actually be pretty nice with Nanami since like almost everything she does deals fire damage. Hello, Bianca. Hello, hat titty lady. I asked her to stay at the base to avoid unnecessary issues. Oh, wise move there, lady. I'm afraid the application for infrastructure reconstruction has not yet been approved at Karina's sudden visit. I found the infrastructure materials you asked for earlier. Watanabe? Bianca? Awkward. Oh wait, no more unwanted issues. You're both here to assist us in the mission. Drop your weapons. Since it's arranged, it's so. I'll do it for the sake of Lucia, okay? Are you two okay? Karina was not even here. What do I think about Shisui and AT? That's a good question. Shisui is all I know Shisui is for is being an RPGX, being very popular there, and being very well regarded there. In AT, she's the invincibility supporter that costs 15,000 mileage to get a copy of. And one of the most important supporters in the game you can ever acquire. That's how I see her. And in that little gameplay video they showed of her, she's going to look pretty rough to use. Like, I don't see her being very... I see her being simultaneously difficult and also very safe to play. Because if her Punch Ghost robot is actually disconnected from her body and it can actually enact and work by itself, that's going to be weird to use because her weapons, I think, is like some sort of like glowing leg thing, similar to Psycha's. It's going to be an interesting character to say the least. It's very ambitious. Her weapon is the mech, but it's like, I can only wonder what that's going to be exactly about it. She doesn't look very appealing in the first place, besides making the one joke everybody's made so far, even for fucking years they've done this. It's like, oh my god, she's going to be like the JoJo characters. It's like, man, I haven't heard that 1,000 times. It's so tired. It was funny the first time I heard it, and then like everybody keeps laying into it. I'm like, I got it. It's a big punch ghost robot. I can only imagine what this thing is gonna do, because it looks like it just sits there and it's just gonna punch enemies. It's an invincible entity too, so she can just walk around and run away from enemies while the robot pulls aggro, and it's completely invincible. If it is actually completely invincible in that way, it's like, okay, she's gonna be super fucking busted, but also super boring to play. Finally the Emily counter that everybody's been looking for. Like, by God, they're actually gonna make Shisui like that powerful. Please, let's see what Bianca's got to say. She looks kind of mad at us. This is a battlefield. I won't be hiding behind my teammates like the purifying force. Oh, he went there. Though the battle is over, the tension in the air is somehow getting higher. It's probably not a bad thing. After all, emotions are subtle and often have multiple forms. Memory? I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Guinevere. Those rude guests woke me up. Already corrupted? Who knows? Change always takes place in silence, just like the emergence of emotions. Lee, please test her immediately. Mr. Electric, send this man to detention. Well, that's a lie. A knock on the door was just the beginning. They hadn't had a chance to touch me yet. Test her as usual. I see. I'll check her integrity now. So I'm guessing you're their king, right? I'm their commandant. So you deny it? You're cute. I'm the one who can see the threads of fate. The threads of fate and those of emotions firmly linked to each other are intertwined in you, which makes you a beloved king. I guess you could also love your people, right, my king? I said I'm not. But aren't you, Commandant? Don't be shy about admitting love, my king, or should I say the not-so-frank Commandant. But perhaps I'm in love with you after all. Is that love? Sure it is. Whether it's love or the emotions that include it, all are complicated and contradictory. Like the two over there. Are you talking about Watanabe and Bianca? Aren't those two done fighting? Oh, they're called out. Look at that. Seems like it. Are they enemies or friends? Allies for a moment or enemies for life? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it. What if Miss Guinevere says true? Then the Commandant also loves... No, nothing. Anyways, the integrity test is passed. I'll recycle the memory now. Oh, Lee, always down to business. Get myself a copy of Guinevere and all the rewards. You don't actually get the copy of Guinevere because that's a 6-star one. Because getting a 6-star one for free is a little bit cheap. What does Hasten do? We'll get another Samantha copy, which is really nice for Liv. Significantly a field around them. Significant damage. Monsters deal much more damage. Okay, that's not actually good. Let's give it a try, though. Draven, I hope that she becomes, like, the new meta. Or... maybe she's gonna behave... maybe if she behaves like Emily, but she's more involved than Emily, you know? Oh god, I got nailed by the fucking missiles. character feels really good to play. Like, this is like absolutely fucking insane. Like, she just runs up there with her pile bunker and a fucking chainsaw and just tears them apart. This is Armored Core, everybody. This is what Armored Core is all about. Like this, see, Rex, you get it. Like, you absolutely get it there, Rex. Like, I actually got Nanami's a 6-star weapon, too. So she can actually go at her fullest potential. And, like, man. It feels so good. Like, oh my god. Like, it's like night and day. When she does the dodge after the attack, can trigger Matrix automatically. She can also, since the chainsaw is, an individual hit every time, it can actually activate parries by itself. I did that against Wheel of Fortune earlier today, and I felt super fucking smart for discovering it, which is probably, but it's also probably a thing you're like supposed to do normally with other characters. But since it's Nanami and you just hold the chainsaw out, you just activate the parry every time and they can't hurt her. Like, it worked really well against Wheel of Fortune, but when you do, like, the mandatory twins fight at the end, that was a little rough. I think I died, like, well, I quote-unquote died 4 times. Like, you're going to keep fighting until the story allows you to continue. But then, but it's like, the twins fight was actually a lot more complicated than I had imagined. Of course, that video everybody loves to post, which is, well, I love posting it at least, of Alpha just tearing the shit out of them with no damage. Well, actually doing no damage run on the twins is a lot harder than it looks. Like, they have the black hole beams, the anti-matrix that they can actually activate on when they get physically struck. You have to activate matrix. You need to save your, what is it? You need to save your matrixes, for that, so you can actually do a counter against them. In that one fight, I actually had to think so much more than I do when I play Action Time, and it's great. It felt like I was actually playing something like, it felt like I was learning how to play Devil May Cry 5 all over again, and learning how to finally defeat Virgil as Dante. It was like, wow. You have to get like, you have to become so good. You have to be good enough to a certain extent to accomplish the mission, like defeating, you know, Virgil versus Dante versus Virgil. Then doing it with no damage and then full ranking it is like, that's another story. This is the game where it's another situation like that. It's like there's one thing where it's accomplishing the mission by the skin of your teeth, and then there's doing absolutely taking 0 damage in the process. And like, yeah, no damage in this game looks effortless, but it's so easy to get clipped by anything. Like, I can already tell that the hitboxes for everything in this game are enormous. Well, they do it to, like, you know, like, what is it? Not lead your shots, but make everything easier to do. It's, what is it? Like getting nailed by a bullet, because those bullet hitboxes are really big. Like the mandatory twins fight with Nanami. Like, Nanami is not a very good character to use against the twins because she her chainsaw hits so many times, and it automatically will activate the twins matrix every time. And then you have, like, but she has the ability to just like skirt around everybody and use the missiles and the blaster. I'm like, yeah, there's depth. There's depth to this character. This is what I've been wanting, like, this entire time. I almost want to go play Stranger of Paradise again, because that's another one of those games where it's like, it's got depth. There's shit I gotta do. That's why, Rex, that's why 3 is always like the best Devil May Cry game. You fight Virgil 3 times in that game, and every single time that he comes in there, he's gonna kick your shit in. Virgil 1 up at the top of the tower, You can effectively beat him by just spamming your 4-hit combo, but even then, that's still not enough. You have to have mastered your dodging and timing at that point. And then you fight Virgil too when he's got Beowulf. You have to learn how to like react again. You have to learn how to read and react against his devil trigger, and then you do it like, and then you have this third fight over there at the waterfall. It's like, oh, it's so good. Virgil's like is like a perfect lessons learned character. It's like, all right, you can't rely on cheap tactics like spamming moves and all, just like relying on anything like that. You've got to get better. And if you haven't gotten better, you're going to have to, because I'm not going to allow you to get past me. It's so good. This is a game where that you have to do that too. Like, I don't know why it's I think I said this earlier. Like they have obviously made this game for the much more hardcore crowd than they have for the casual one. They really want you to get better. They want a worthwhile game that you want to keep playing, so you get in the Skinner box, but also feels mechanically satisfying. I like that. All right, Hyson. We'll answer your question like this, Hyson. Is it time for research? Yes. There's hundreds of hours of research I've got to put into this. Hi, lady. Hi, who are you? We're the Grey Raven. Grey Raven, huh? That name seems to have appeared in the information I just uploaded. Ah, forget it. It doesn't matter what if I can do my research. Research? I study biochemistry, so I could tell at the moment that you showed up, you are not living organisms except for that one, right? The thing is, mechanoid, not the most interesting research field for me, but the thought of carrying out research that I haven't been able to do for a long time has made me excited. The white-haired lady over there, could you open your head for me? What? Me? How would I open it? No, Liv, don't! Are you seriously thinking about opening your head? Ah, is it a non-removable part? Biological self-healing, proliferation, division, none of them can be done? Oh, what a bummer. Giving up, huh? Where's my scalpel? Oh, wait, what are the tools for surgical operations now? The chainsaw, the drill, or the harvester? Close the terminal, Lee. The test isn't over yet. I can't stop it. Force it, damn it. Gotta calm down and think about it, guys. She couldn't possibly touch anything right now. She's just a hologram. Turns out that's how it is. As the data says, that's how I'm like. There's nothing left once dead. I can't do experiments or pick up scalpels or dispensers anymore. Oh. Are you okay? Liv, she just tried to cut your head open. Ah, I figured it out. No more crying? Can I have one of those mechanical bodies like yours? The shape doesn't matter as long as I can pick up a harvester, chainsaw, or a drill. If not, a scalpel or a dispenser will do. Of course. Commandant, I've got a different opinion. We're facing severe problems in the terms of technical aspects, application, approval, and follow-ups. But could you please assist us as a tactical memory? Your experience data is quite valuable for us. Since my lovely subject asked, I'll agree to it, but... Oh, forget it. She won't open her head for you. Memory Hyson. Test pass and recycle completed. Of course, Lee has to be the dad of the group. That's our boy right there. Alright, Shakespeare. Oh, 70. Oh my goodness. There's no way we're going to be getting that. Recommend is 2560 and my highest is 2665. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Release one ice pillar that tracks the player. That's not very good. Swordsman will disappear, yeah, and remove from the player. Okay, that's... Well, I can give it an attempt because it's like it doesn't cost anything to do it. Lucia! Welcome, Karina. Oh, why? You're not supposed to be doing this until, like, later. Because I know she comes up in, like, 2 chapters from now. Well, you could say it's 4 chapters because you have to do the hidden story. Which is honestly, I actually like the idea of the hidden stories because they give a different perspective of what was going on in there. So it actually, like, being able to see the side of what Roland was doing when he was making, like, the corpse bombs and setting up, like, the breaking into the mansion. I'm like, wow. Why can't... There's honestly, like, there's not even a lot of games that let you play as the villain like this anymore in like that. No armed fighting in the office area of the base. Please drop your weapons. Was it blocked? How could you block such a raid? Captain Bianca has informed us of the exact dispatch time of reinforcements in this mission. So that's why. Lucia, don't think you can get rid of me. As long as we work together, I'll always aim at your back. Karenina. Don't think I'll let you off the hook by asking the Commandant for help. Be prepared to fight with me, Lucia. But is there any justice in a sneak attack? You're right, Lucia. Where are you going? When are you going to have a face-to-face and one-on-one fair showdown with me? Let's make sure the task goes well first. It's a deal then. No blacking out. Then what are you waiting for? Go get the job done. Is it over for now? She's exactly the same as Bianca said. Alright, now let's go do the fight. Alright. Icicle. Oh fuck, wow, that's not good. I think I might actually fail this. Oh my god, wow. That worked. That was really scary actually because I ended up warping through some of those icicles. That was really cool actually. I did not expect it to go that way. Because he nailed me with like one of those just like regular slashes. That's also another thing I don't like about this game is it's another situation of the particle effects and the screen shaking are so much that I can barely tell what's going on. Like I effectively just have to like go off of my assumptions I've made against the enemy. Like a Ronin 4 like that, I know like when they make the big red pillar that goes in front of you, when it reaches full distance, they will do the swipe attack. I think they also have that eye glint that enemies do, like an action time in as well. Like when I see that, when I see the animation for that start, I dodge into them, and then I'll get a matrix out of it, or I'll get a dodge proc. But either way, it's like you have to relax. That's just it. You gotta relax and just let it happen. Thankfully, Nanami's a tank character, so she can actually take a hit like that. I don't think Lucia or Liv would have been able to survive that. But either way, that was still fucking awesome. I don't think I'll be able to take out the 75 one though, because that's I was already pushing it in terms of power, because like I think there's they give you that warning later on that says like, oh, your X amount of power below, your X amount of points below the threshold for like power required. I think you can still do it, but I think it's like a penalty or some shit like that. I don't know. It reminds me of like the thing people are complaining about with like Nike is like, oh my god, if you're under leveled, prepare for a 50% reduction in your attack power. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? I understand they want you to get strong, but it feels like shit. Yeah, Nanami's mech is like really, really huge. When I'm using someone like Lucia, it's a lot easier to see. That's why I've been using it up until this point, until I got Nanami, was that regular Nanami is actually really good for this too, because they're not riding in a mech that's the size of a car. Nanami's mech is really nice and fun to use, but it's also, I wouldn't say that's like it's a good first character for someone to get, because you need to be able to, one, be acquainted with the whole fact that when you use 2 out of her 3 orbs, it activates her sliding feature. So you have to use that to get around and behind opponents. And then you have to like learn the timing and also the chainsaw setup so you can get the most points. You really just want to get into the rumbling mode as fast as possible, because having to sit still and use the chainsaw is pretty much a death sentence. All right, let's see. All right, Lee. Let's see what you've got to say about Miss Shakespeare. No, it's Miss. Is it Mr. Shakespeare? Yeah, I think it is. I analyzed the relevant information on the way. The memory doesn't seem to have much to do with the Moe army. Then he should be a bit more normal. No. 0 visitors from afar against all odds. What are you here for? The integrity test is passed. Corruption status unclear. A little more testing is needed. Boring. Oh, so boring. It's not how you're supposed to answer me. It should be like this. Ah, the prisoner trapped in the White Tower by fate. We've come here from the wasteland of seeking only to get a message from you. Through bitter and chaotic crowds, as well as a thorny path, we knock on your long-knocked door. This is how your answer is supposed to be. What is that? How come I don't understand a word he's saying? Are you fighting to get these guys recycled? Don't just deny the meaning of our battles. Ah, what a dull girl. You know nothing about the power of words. Boring. Since you're more valuable enough to be recycled, you should at least have basic combat abilities, right? Then cut the crap and let's have a duel. Duel. What a heart-pounding word. A fight where both sides bet on the glory, the oaths, and lives of their personnel. All of which shine in a moment. Is the recycling mission over yet? If the terminal's damaged this time, I swear. Stop it, Karina. Karina, that's Bianca calling. What's up again? Oh, go back immediately. I haven't even had a fight with Lucia yet. Does it have to be me? I've got no choice. There's an urgent mission that requires my help. I gotta go. Oh, Lucia got lucky this time. She's exactly the same as Bianca said. The words are so powerful that a dispute is resolved just like this. Rudeness, brutalities, and senseless fights. All turn into ashes here and now. Miss Bianca, that's far away and is indeed an excellent strategist. Lee, how's that test going? The test passed and the data was complete. No sign of the punishing virus corruption was detected. I'll recycle him immediately. Riot controller enters the combat with a shield. Yeah, I don't have enough juice for that. I forget exactly what barrier does, because I think that's the one where it's like you have they have a shield on their person, yeah, but it takes a certain amount of hits to destroy the shield, and it has 8 seconds, and in 8 seconds it fully regenerates. So it's like that's going to be something to look out for. But it also goes to show that Nanami is hitting way above her weight class on like enemies that are pretty goddamn tough. Like that level 70 guy, he was hitting pretty good, but I also don't have a lot of but she's got enough power to actually just like persevere through it. Darwin is a nice supporter. Like it's a nice memory. I like it. It's probably good to have on someone like I'll probably just end up putting it on Lucia or something like that. Because Nanami wants, obviously, the one from her event, because I farmed that earlier, but it's, you know, I don't have enough, I can't recharge worth a dick. I don't have anything else left. I'd have to end up using my black cards. It sucks. I wanna play the game more. Look at that. It's another Nanami materials over here. 140 to 160. Look at that. I'm almost there to actually getting Nanami's 5-star. Well, B rank Nanami's 5-star item. So that's pretty good. Normal 5. I'll do that later. Task Force 2. What is that? Oh. Oh, that's the promotion. Like, I have a bunch of memories I need to overclock, but it's overclocking memories, which is always such a bitch to do. There's obviously like the way to speed it up and do everything like that, but it's like I do not want to do that. It's like I need to do equipment EXP, equipment overclock material, EXP. I'm also starting to run out of money too. I effectively have to wait until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Or at least in my time, I have to wait until 2 o'clock in the morning so I can actually get like an AP recharge. It sucks. 512, yeah, I have to do that at some point. Who's my favorite in Punishing Grey Raven and why? Yours has always been Alyssa. Since day one, you almost got her fully maxed. I actually quite like Nanami a lot. When she first got introduced in the story, I was a bit weirded out because she's such she's such a lighthearted character in a very serious and grim game. And then like I actually just finished reading the whole event that they did for her, like it's her last bow. I finished reading that. It's like Nanami is probably like she solidified herself up there as like one of my favorites as of now. Lee is also very good. He's a very cool guy. I'm very glad to know that Lee is also one of the is like a top tier character by himself. He's very cool. He's a very good guy and does not deserve the shit that he gets all the time. No, it's over. See, the thing is, those fucking resource events take like a shitload of like AP to do. Like when I first started, I got enough. I was doing what is it? 4. What a fucking waste. I feel legitimately stupid for doing that. Probably the reason why I like this event so much is because it reminds me of Steins Gate. And I love that. That was awesome. That was legitimately worth doing and like worth watching. the entire thing for that. I loved it. Cosmic Glow. Where's the shop? Cool. Authority level 8. Hypertune Crystal. I can't even use those yet. Let's see. An Omniframe leap. Improves the final leap result. What is this? That's probably like an advanced material. I don't know exactly what to do yet. Like you get up to like level 80 and they start talking about that. Aura chip modification. This is probably like all big stuff. Like post 80. Like overclocking gear, support skill. EXP pod. That's actually nice. Times 15 skill point for 70 apiece. XL cog pack. Actually, it's really nice. Oh man, 187 for a weapon enhancer. Weapon enhancer 4. Oh, it's weapon enhancer 4, not 3. Memory 4. Overclocking gear. More cogs. 6-star memory shard. Ooh, I can actually get some stuff for that. I mean, also the fact that Nanami has like, her mech has the chainsaw and her regular form has the chainsaw as well. It's so, it feels good. It feels good to use. It feels good to use chainsaw characters, even though they're effectively just multi-hit sword attackers, which is honestly like something I can get down with that. But hold on, guys. I gotta go check my laundry to see if it's done yet. you believe it? My laundry was finished. I had to pull it. Well, it wasn't so much finished. It's that I had to go out there and what is it? What do they call that? The dryer doesn't. I can't adjust the settings on my dryer because it's a fucking rental. So it's like, okay, I get 1 hour of drying at a pretty good drying temperature. I just wish I could put it in there for like another 15 or like 10 or 20 minutes, because that would finish drying out like all my socks and stuff, because my shirts come out fine. What is a Jack in the Box anyways? Increases memory perfection. It's Nanami's favorite gift. Okay. Probably not a good idea to get that, but maybe one day I'll get it. There's 20 of them. Oh, these actually are unlimited for the most part, so I can just keep farming and farming them. $1,000 cogs for 1 point. I wouldn't say that's like the best use of my resources, but overclock material, because I more or less just need like the memory enhancer. Actually, that's one run by itself. How much does that give? 100,000? Oh wow, I actually have 5 of these. I didn't know that. Skill point, EXP large. It's for cubs. I can't use that. That's for 4 stars to make them into 5 and above. Geez, they're all like 600 apiece. Oh, that's patent. That'd actually be pretty nice on like someone like Lucia. Or really anybody who has good critical chance and hits a lot. Philip. What does Hyson do? Is that electrical damage? Yeah. I'll attack 3%. Lightning damage increases by 7. That's actually a pretty cool set. That's a 1 in 4 to actually make. Oh, it's more or less probably for single target stuff. Like 5 seconds. 5 on 5 is really nice. You effectively have infinite uptime if you can nail the application. And then if you can hit even more, it's a 1 in 5 to make lightning chain damage. Lightning chain, electrocuted targets take 250 more lightning. Thunderstorm, 100% more lightning. Electrocute lightning resistance reduced by 8. She's really strong. Like, I wouldn't doubt you get like the whole 4 set, and then you do something then you find like the specific supporter that's like, oh, increased fire damage, or like more fire damage applied or whatever. Something like that. More or less, let's just read all these supporters. They're fucking supporters. The memories. Kathy. Looked at her earlier. Hyson looks like something we'll get eventually, but right now we're going to work on fire because I was lucky enough to get Nanami. And Nanami is 100% fire. And her whole event right now has like 6. Well, I need 4 copies of the fire supporter. I need 4 copies of her fire supporter so I could run it in Oh man, I just realized something. Are slots important? Like, is it like a area 2 Catherine? Wait a minute. HP 149, crit 6. That's for 3. That's on the right side, so 149, 6. Oh, they do. Wow. Attack and defense. So if like it's level 5, that's more attack. And then looks like bottom slots are like, that's 13, 22. Bottom slots look like attack and defense, and top slots look like for HP and criticals. Ooh, wow. You need 12 copies so I can resonate them. More or less, I've just got to worry about overclocking them in the first place before I can... No, not even overclocking, not even resonating. It's getting them in the first place. Increasing physical damage dealt by 5 sec for 5. And 8-second cooldown. Oh wow! Oh god, that's nice. You probably just run the 2-piece of Catherine in the first place. Look at this. QTE and a 3 pingers. Reduce target's physical defense by 20% for 8 seconds on a 10. Wow. You know how many 3 pings you do in this game? It's forever. You do it in you get out of a matrix, another 3 ping. My god, you have whoever's like getting hit by this or like whatever the 3 ping was, it's like they're gonna just like they're gonna explode. Damn, that's good. That's really good for just like generally everything in the game. Because everything, like whenever I see this sort of stuff, a lot of these things like debuff a huge amount of stuff. Buffing yourself is like, man, it's nuts. Buffing yourself is one thing, but like debuffing the enemies, it looks like it's way more important. Da Vinci. Let's see, the reason why I get that sort of stuff is the swapping memories around characters, because you only have them equipped at one time, I know that. As well as their stats, obviously, for certain slot effects. That's why you probably want 6 of every one of these. So you can mess around with like, I'm doing a 1-3 slot Da Vinci with a 2, 4, 5, 6 something else or whatever. So I can have I have attack and I also have critical boosting with Da Vinci. Resonating is much more important than leveling, since on her event her own memories are cheaper, but that's only if you want to Ultima awaken her. Ultima is like, well, for one thing, my account isn't even close to ultiming anybody, because that's like 70, no, it's at like 80, isn't it? Like, I'm at 55 right now. I'm not gonna be hitting that for probably at least like another month. Because EXP is obviously like, when I hit 50, I notice pretty quickly that, okay, all the stuff is now unlocked for me for the most part. So now they're gonna slow down my EXP coming in, and I was right. I've gained 5 levels in the past couple of days. Which is obviously it's slowed down next to nothing. What does Da Vinci do? I like this. This Huan Jing TS. This guy does a good job. It looks like the art from like a Vanillaware game. Let's see. QTEs, controlling the character. The controlling character gains 10 attack, 20 defense for 8. Duration resets each time it's triggered. So you effectively have a 10-second cooldown for every time you do this. You can you have it between your 2 swappable characters, so that's however long you want it to be. You can actually make it indefinite if you chain the QTEs correctly, because I think to call a QTE what is it? To call a QTE, you have to there's a cooldown on it. Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. It's like there's a cooldown on it, so you can't just like spam it. Oh yeah, they were talking about that the sub commander system or whatever that was on the main page. I haven't bothered much with that as of late because I'm still learning how to play the game efficiently. You get a lot of EXP and rewards on another player's tutelage. I'll probably have to go like to the Punishing Grey Raven. I don't want to use the Discord for it. I'll go look for like the VG thread on 4chan or something. Oh, you were 71 a week ago, now you're 81. Oh wow, that's a lot of EXP then. Because I was thinking like the way I'm going now and the way I play, I'll hit like 80 in like a month. Because I'm at 55 now, and that's it's gonna slow down even more. Oh, I forgot about resonance. That means I gotta attach skills to all of these, so that's gonna take some time. Triggers another character's QTE. If there are 3 characters on the field, attack is increased by 20%. That sounds kind of nuts, actually. You'll be able to get all 3 at some point. Does that work in co-op? I wonder if that does. No, that's for uniframes. Yeah. Marker uniframe, Kari. Kari! Kari! Extra damage bonus increases by 15% for 10 seconds when performing a signature move. Move gains super armor that increases extra damage reduction by 20% for 5 seconds after the signature. Both duration will be reset each time it is triggered. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh effect moment right there. There's a lot. It's strong, but it's also got like a shitload of stuff that has like a lot of action conditions. Like I've got to do my signature move, and every time I do my signature move, I get more damage, armor, extra damage reduction, all for 5 seconds. Well, those are for 5 seconds. Extra damage bonus is for 10 seconds. So if you really know how to get your signature move to pop off very quickly, like for someone like Alpha or whatever, that'd be pretty nuts. That's why. 20% more energy when pinging an orb, and signature move require 20% less energy. So every time you do a 3 ping, you're just gonna effectively just popping it off all the time. You could almost probably do it back to back. I get myself a triple red, and just give myself instant bar again. You should see what Kadi's art looks like in China. It's a little different. It probably does. Yeah, the international release, it's like, oh no, I can see her butt. It's a big butt even. Da Vinci, well, yeah, Da Vinci does look like a pretty godlike supporter set. It looks very strong. Like it's just pure power in the first place. Like I know eventually I will have to acquire my own, I'll have to get 12 copies. I'll get my first 6 set that I acquire onto one character. Then I'll follow it up with another 6 from another event. These events last fucking forever though. So it's like that really slows down the pace of acquisition. When is the anniversary though? That's my question. Because that's what I'm thinking, like, okay, they're gonna probably do something at that time, and it's gonna be a nice way to get resources. Dude, this guy is just straight lines all fucking day. Holy shit. And he's got the fucking J's on his feet too. I love it. He looks like Vesper Noir. Like all lines, all just straight lines. Like you could get like a T square on this bad boy, and it's just like crisp, straight up and down. Holy shit. I love it. 2-piece ice. Okay, so you use this guy with the 4-piece set. It's like really, really obvious you do that because, oh man, 3% ice, 3% attack, and ice damage by 7. Yeah, that's what you do. You put him on a fucking 4. 30% chance to cause frost for 5 seconds while attacking. Oh wow, there's no cooldown with it. So every time you can do that, you can just keep applying frost forever. 20% to trigger ice explosion to deal 420. Fucking, oh my god, 420. Like, dude, fuck you, 420 ice damage, bro. Go smoke that crystal weed. Within 3 meters from the target and apply frost again. The explosion has an 8% cooldown, and frost reduces the movement speed by 20% and ice by 8. Goddamn, frost is always... That's... Dare I say, that's pretty cool. Like I'll find a character that has like really high chance of well, it's not only an ice character, but also a character that just has like really high hit counts. Characters who probably use like elements like this, or characters like Liv or something like that, were probably really good at like just applying frost or something. Anyone that has like multiple hits per button press or on skill usage. This guy actually it's actually on attacking, so like everything can apply frost. But anniversary is right now is in June or in July. Okay, so that's actually something to look out for then. Which kind of sucks because the event ends in, well, like the shop probably ends in 11 days, but the actual event itself probably ends like, no, it probably ends at the same time. This isn't like a AT situation. It's Chen Wan and Seraphine. What did you do? Ooh, dude. Alice. She got the strap on her. She's ready for it. Yeah, you use her for 4 pieces and she's dark damage. A random reprise deals 100% more. Allies healed by Selena Capriccio. Dark radiation effect dealing 10% more dark for 8. Duration resets every time it's triggered. Looks like the allies healed by that. It's like, that's probably something you use for a QTE situation. Like I call Liv. Like if I find like a Liv or something that deals dark damage, and call her in there, activate the healing effect. If it does the same thing. Seems kind of odd to use, but you probably just use it on some, whatever her name is, Selena. It's Hana. What did you do? Anniversary is a choose your own 100% rate up banner. It's quite cool. Obviously, it's not going to have the dream queen over here, Miss Alpha. Lucia Crimson Weave. No, that's a while away. That's why we're playing the game now, is to get ready for it. So we can learn it and be ready. The S rank selector from this event. I was going to mention the menuing thing in this. I'll mention that actually right now. So this game is kind of weird with how they do menuing. I complained about when Action Taimanin had menuing problems. Like you got to go really deep inside there. I'm like, oh, man, I hate that. Like, I did not know where the event was. Like, I thought, like, you would think, okay, I'm going to do the event. All right, where's the event? It's story, resources, challenge. Oh, wow, I feel fucking stupid. Yeah. There it is. It's an event. I didn't even look, because all I look at right now is just story, resources, and challenge. I did all of this because I thought, like, you know, you need to do the story first and do that sort of thing. No, I go to event, and there's like 3 things for event. It's like, no, I can't obviously do Babel Tower, which is probably also, it's probably something I really should have rushed for 60 maybe, because it gives stuff. Plum Snow, I actually tried Plum Snow earlier, and I'm too stupid to figure it out. Or at least I don't want to do that. Prophetic Surveillance, Co-op. Look at that one. Yeah, yowza. But yeah, there's the event, Cosmic Glow. That's the one you farm. Robo Heart is actually the tutorial for it. For her, at least. Reactive Armor, Hydraulic Wrestle. Oh, this is the challenge missions. There's like so fucking many of these things. Like I did this, which is like, this is actually really nice to have a tutorial mode for like a new character that comes out with it. It's really cool. It really sold me on Nanami's mech in the first place. But Hydraulic Wrestle's the challenge mission, and I don't have that. What can you attain with it? Oh, you can have to obtain the character. Also, I gotta love that it takes me the research and development page, but I can hit back and it actually takes me back here. That's nice. Like Cosmic Glow, there it is. Okay, it's not enough to have everything on like one page. I've got to have like 20 fucking pages to do. Oh, that looks like that looks like it sucks to. This one looks like it sucks to do. The enemies takes a vulnerable debuff for every 30 combos, so that automatically will hurt a person like Nanami, who gets hundreds of combos easily. Like, ugh, jeez. Detonate an enemy while dealing fire damage. That's nice. Just blow them up. All right, we're gonna go over to the members. Oh, here's the thing that I was like looking at earlier. Let's go to the top up section. Okay, this is the game's cash shop. You go to the recharge section. Okay, they have two different currencies: the black cards and the rainbow cards. So you buy rainbow cards with real money. Then you go to black card. Then you change the rainbow cards into black cards. Black cards are, you know, XYZ money. And then black cards are, you take the value of your rainbow card and multiply it by a factor of 10 to see how many black cards you're going to get. I have no idea why it's not just like you buy the black card directly. You have to go do a recharge shit or whatever. It doesn't make sense. It just feels like even more bloat on top of a game that already has menuing trouble. Like, you buy these packs to get these, and it's like... Also, this is another game where it's like, they don't give you round numbers to make it easy for you to do. Because it's like, look at this. $20 to $50. There's no in-between of 30 where you can buy a nice middle of it. Because... Like, look at this. Like, they're like $1.99, $2.99, $28, $2.99, $28. Like, they're impossible numbers. They're like numbers that are just like not possible to do. Like, you can't buy exactly. I think what 119 plus 59 is like 178. So you have to like in order to get 178, which is 17,800, which is 1,178 cards. You can't even get like a memory resource bundle. Can't even do that. But it's for costumes and other stuff. It's so weird. 68. Okay, how much is 68? Oh, look, Bianca over here with like, oh boy, like Nanami, 68 rainbow cards. But Bianca, 168. That's like $30. Actually, no, she's not even $30. It's like when she's 30% off, so that's 240. 240 is probably like $45. Jesus, it's like buying a character pack in Action Time and then supply pack, black cards. I'm trying to look for it. Oh, it's in others. No, it's in coding supply. How you doing there, Postman? We're playing Punishing Grey Raven and talking about their monetization features and how fucking weird it is. Of course, they're not perfect. Of course, they don't make it perfect because it makes it difficult. Makes it, make a decision. It's like Fate Grand Order all over again. And Nami's is 68. It's so weird. Is this like a regional pricing thing or something? 68. So it's effectively $12. It's $12 for Nanami's, I think, singular costume, isn't it? Do you also get the one for Power as well? I hope you do. Because that's like... This is when I saw this costume, this is what immediately reminded me of Steins Gate. When they have the time traveling device. Everybody needs to go watch it or play the fucking game. It's so good. I love it. Ah, yeah. I do love the science fiction aspect of this game so much. It's really nice. Yeah, that's the menuing system for doing that. And we have also like there's the guide system. Bro, how are you guys like on level 100? I know how they're like 105 at this point. Is because they did shit like they linked their account. Application list. Sure. I haven't unlocked Phantom Pain Cage yet. All right. Yeah, I found this earlier, but I forgot about it. I also don't know how to find the friends list. Like I'm level 55. I'm gonna be so strong. Guide missions. Open 2 supply crates. Clear 4 war zone. Log in for a total of 3 days. Mission, yeah, fuck yeah, mission complete. I did that already. Operation Guardians. I have yet to unlock Phantom Pain Cage. Oh, I've already done Operation Guardians, yeah. Four Warzone stages. Have I done that already? Wow, that's a lot of fucking EXP. Holy shit. 200 EXP apiece. 400. Oh, what does it go up to? 8. I leveled up again. Oh my god. 12, 16, 18, 21. Wow. That is gonna just blow up my levels. Holy shit. And daily reset happens I think happens really soon. Not members. I wanted to go to the shop, damn it. 2 hours and 12 minutes, so that's 3 o'clock. Yeah, I'm about to play a whole lot more stages. That's fine. I want to play the game. That's like the whole point of the game, isn't it, to play it? It scales. You're getting 4,000 EXP? Holy shit. Fucking 4,000 EXP. I was amazed when I was getting 400 EXP. I could only imagine just like getting that much. They really want you to get to 80 as fast as possible then. No, they want you to hit 50 first to unlock everything. So at least to unlock like 60% of everything you can do. And then the last 40% is within is within that last couple of bits. Gotta get them combat unit boosters. I'll be back. I gotta go pour something out. Gotta pour one out for the homies. All right, gamers, we got ourselves a gamer drink. Let's go. I don't think that's Rudeus from Musoku Tensei. I think that's Iowa from Kentai Collection wearing sunglasses. Or at least that's what it's always looked like to me. But we got ourselves some Guinness, boys. Delicious shit. Oh yeah. Nitrogen infused, baby. It's delicious. Delicious. Listen to that pour. Listen to that fucking pour. Oh yeah. Delicious. Don't spill. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, bros, if you could only see it now, you can see the foam just like sinking to the bottom. So good. You gotta watch yourself when you drink Guinness, bro. When you're drinking Guinness, it's delicious. She wears the Thug Life sunglasses in the game. That's fucking awesome. You guys ever been to Cleveland? It's not as cool as the boat. I'll tell you that much. Really delicious food though. I liked it when I went there. I went to this local restaurant called the Brown Derby in Cleveland, and it's like that was awesome. It was so good. Like it's only local to that area too, and it was like, man, I can see why that place was like packed. Mm. Damn, that's smooth. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's pretty good, actually. It feels actually refreshing and not like I'm drinking a handful of fucking hops. Like, come on. Like, there are some beers that I can enjoy, but it's like, I don't know. This, like, I really decided to pick up Guinness, I think, a few weeks ago. Like, I did it on a whim, actually. Like, I was like, you know what? I'll give Guinness a try again. And I was drinking it out of the bottle for the most part, because that's what I do for the most part when I go drink, is like, I'll do it out of the bottle. I never put anything into the glass. Oh, a survey? Until what, 6/5? When's that? It's Monday. Sure. Oh my god. Okay, let's do a survey, everybody. Dear Commandant, thanks for your continued support of Punishing Grey Raven. We would like to collect feedback via this survey to improve the game experience in the future. I got 150 black cards for completing the survey, which takes me a couple minutes. Please fill in your in-game role ID in the survey. The reward will be sent via in-game mail within 14 days. So once you finish the final collection of the survey. Let's build a better Babylonia together. Thank you. First of all, this is really nice. I feel like this is like battered housewife syndrome, where like I've been playing Action Time In for so long, where they don't give a fuck about the players, like for the most part, and then you go to a game that's like, we would like to collect feedback via a survey to improve the game experience. That just feels so nice. It's just so insane. I'm playing it on LD. Where's the PC client? Where is the PC client? Because I was looking for that, and it's like, I've been playing it on LD Player for like the last fucking month. I would really like to know where's the client. Because that means I have to link it to my Google account again and log in. Rank 1000, this dude's cool. But I mean, I've been playing it on LD Player, and it's like, I've been doing just fine. It's working out really well. It's actually been quite nice. This is actually an emulator I quite like using. I might end up putting Fate Grand Order or like Blue Archive on this one, or restarting Blue Archive with this one. It works really, really nicely. I've had a lot less problems than I have with Nox or BlueStacks. Fuck it. Let me type it in the screen so I can have it in there. It's like 193.06917. I thought, oh crap, did the game crash? One Lord. Oh, there it is. It was a stealth mission, and I failed. 193.06917. Where am I at? I'm in fucking North America. What do you think? I've never played it before, and I've only started playing the latest version. Where am I at? 40 to 59. How satisfied are you with the last bow version? Very satisfied, because my goodness, I sat down and I played the story from like 18.1 to like 18.15, and it took like 3 hours. But it wasn't a 3 hours that I felt that I wasted. I was very engaged. Like, I spent another like hour and a half today finishing out the entire story. It was very good. It was a very good read. Personal computer, laptop. Where is this fucking PC client? Because I was looking for that and I couldn't find it. Okay, you linked it over there. What the fuck? It's there on Windows. It's there. What the fuck? Oh my god. I feel fucking stupid now. Holy shit. You mean I gotta play this on LD? I'm playing this on LD player and getting my shit kicked in? I just found it too. It's like, when I heard that this thing was getting a PC client, I'm like, oh. I thought it's like, oh, it's on there. It's like, no. They haven't done anything where it's like, oh, what's it called? Like I go into Task Manager and it actually reveals that it's using just like LD Player but with a wrapper on it. I'll use the simulator. That is so cool though. It actually has a PC client. What content have you experienced? Yes, because I have Nanami. A story? Yes. I did not play that. I did not do that. What is that? I did not do that. I'm not in a guild. My key in, I have not done that. Plum Snow. That's actually that's a really fun puzzle game that I'm not good at. It's insanely optimized. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're playing on I guess next stream we're playing this on the official client. That way I could finally run the game at ultra. I mean, it runs already, like, it runs well here in LD player. Jet Jaeger, I haven't done that. With the following content. How satisfied I am? Pretty satisfied. She's very fun. Very, very fun to play. The main story, very satisfied. Plum Snow, I'll give that a 3. Because it's a puzzle game where you have to, like, you solve puzzles and, like, it's as fun as I make it. I got as far as I needed to on that, and it's like, that's enough. New character on, let's see. God, this is so good. This is so good even right here. Share the feelings or suggestions on the following content. It's totally optional, but you can talk about the new character. I can talk about the character on there. It's like, oh man, this is the sort of shit where you just go, where I write like a fucking book and just say, oh my god, this is a really great character. I like what she has to do. She doesn't seem like, she looks like she's got a lot going on, but is actually really straightforward to use. Going in and out of the dashing stuff is like, wow. I wish my Facebook account attached to this was stolen by some Chinese lady. Is this going to be a situation where it's like, where I link my account, it's like, oh no, they're trying to log in from like Uzbekistan or something and they steal my information. Don't scare me like that, Kiro. All right, what did I think of the new character, Nanami Starfarer? Well, what did I think? The mech is very fun to use. Extremely fast. Feels like I'm playing Diet Armored Core, but in a good way. Share your feelings or suggestions about the following content. Anne Rose Vajra. Oh, let me tell you about Anne Rose. I'm going to give myself a fucking aneurysm at that point. Regular Nanami is a small modeled unit. Is a small modeled construct, yeah. Recognize me's with her fair version is much taller than most enemies at my level. So it blocks a good portion of view. Yeah, that's the one thing I can say about Nanami. Well, I have the saw, and it works there. That was nice. The model being too tall. The model's too tall. Timing explosions were fun. I like that a lot, actually. Those timing explosions are, oh, it's good. Feels great. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can think of right now in terms of things I have a complaint about. Maybe if once I complete this, I can't go back on it, so maybe go back on it. Main story for Her Last Bow. Sure. What did I think of the story? Well, I thought it was fantastic. I'm fucking out here posting screenshots every time I have an emotional moment. Really tugs at the heartstrings. Yeah. Really tugs at the heartstrings. Seeing go through Doom worlds, trying to find a what? Oh, that's right. We're out of the right there, so we can use their music. Fuck it, we'll just use Sonic CD. Nanami is Doomslayer. Dude, she is. Dude, Postman, her regular attack, like when she's on the ground and playing as like a normal character, her regular attack is using a chainsaw to cut people in half. She's really, really cool. She's also a free unit too. Trying to find a solution. Really really gets in my soul. Like Okabe in Steins like Okabe in Steins Gate, trying to save his friends. No, it's Mayuri, trying to save Mayuri. Trying to save Mayuri. See, this is like the one time this feels so good because I can say like, oh, like Okabe from Steins Gate trying to save Mayuri, and the people who probably made this game will know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's great. So we're gonna live stream filling out the fucking form. That's great content. Event Plum Snow. For people who like puzzles, it probably is fun enough for them. I got walled somewhere and dropped it. That's Plum Snow. Nanami mod for Doom Eternal. It's like, that would be pretty awesome. I want to have like a specific mod for like, it would be probably more likely you would do it for Doom 2, where like they have various just have Nanami just use her chainsaw everywhere, but they amp up the chainsaw to do different effects. Where's the Punishing Gray Raven Doom WOD? I want to have that. The game takes entirely first person perspective. Dude, yeah, it's 100% 5 stars across the board. Her outfit for this, when we do like the Machina stuff, very, very satisfied. I like the outfit I like it when she's in this form with power and everything like that, and also the final costume she gets with the pilot suit. Personality, character development manifested in stories and lines, very satisfied. I was. I want the Katsuragi WOD where it's like just it starts kicking every time. You gotta do it with like how you do it with Duke. That would be a really good Duke. That would be a good Duke mod where they have just like modified mighty kick where you can do like the trick where he kicks both legs at the same time. Like you do the kick button and also switch to it. You just like walk it back and forth. I think you have to use steroids or something like to do that. It makes you faster. The audio visual feedback on hit during combat. That's a 5 out of fucking 5. Postman, I'll show you what Nanami looks like when you play her in the game, because we have some AP that came back and it's going to be awesome. Combat learnability, the possibility or the amount of time required to get the gist. That doesn't really reflect on these. It doesn't really show off. I was very dissatisfied. It took me a time to get it. I don't know. Let's see. It didn't take me long to get used to rumbling mode when it's like, I play this game like when I'm not streaming it or something like that or trying to listen to the story. I don't play this game with sound. And I learned how to get the cueing and timing for the explosion for perfect. I managed to learn that without sounds. I just looked at the animation when she's shaking her arm and the light. So it's like you can learn it without any sounds. So I'll say 4. It took a little doing. And also her switching into the drifting mode on on yellow and blue orbs. It's like it takes a little bit of doing to get used to. But until then, it's like it takes some time. Combat balance, ability to deal damage / survive. We'll give that Well, yeah, let's give that a 5 because she was able to hit above her weight class in challenge missions. Oh yeah, Taimagogo had a Ikitosen crossover. Can you believe that though? It's Ikitosen. It's a game, it's a series that really should have been crossed over with Action Taimanin, but yet they don't fucking do it. They probably did it with Go-Go because it's cheaper to do. Animation, design, and combat. Very satisfied. Special effects in combat, very satisfied. I love the explosions. I love the pull system that it has on rumbling mode. The missiles are great. Shooting stuff from a distance as well. And then like the big slash as well with the chainsaw. Like she just spins around, does 2 hits, and it's like, oh, out of the park. Wow. Please share with us your feelings or suggestions for the following aspects of Starfarer. Overall, personality, game feel, the audio or visual hit feedback during combat, combat learnability, combat balance. Why the fuck can't Gremory ask us these questions? Why do they keep having us take shots in the dark and stabs to figure out, like, okay, what works and what doesn't? This is so stupid. Like, yeah, they probably wanted to do like the Ikitosen collab with Action Taimanin, but it's like after they saw what a quote-unquote collab looked like with Anrose, it's like, nah, we're not doing that ever again. You're not going to get collabs. You're going to have... Taimagogo now is going to get the collaborations you guys wanted. Which is honestly a real kick to the fucking dick. Overall, very fun character. Alongside timing. However, the weight in Rumbling... in rumbling mode. Positron. Position is that vulnerable position, and getting nicked by a bullet or something else. That's a run-on sentence. Getting nicked by a bullet or something else. Tainiously cheap, but also very much avoidable. Which is probably why Nanami, when you're in rumbling mode, has insane AoE coverage and also a black hole effect on like the second hit of the combo. So you can keep everybody together. It's also probably why she's a tank character and just rips apart all the armor in the world. They probably thought of that. They probably thought of that when they were making the character. It's like, okay, we're going to have a slow character that has charge-up moves. What's the main problem with characters that have charge-up moves? Okay, they're extremely vulnerable, and if someone like walks out of the hit area, they're just gonna get knocked around. Okay, Nanami still has that problem, but it's mitigated a lot. Personality. Lovely personality. I haven't played the game very long, but yes, doing this fucking event is massive spoilers for the most part, but it's Sadly gave spoilers. The story was contained enough. Really appreciate Nanami. She lives in a world where she's the happiest. She's the happiest thing. She lives in a world where she's the happiest thing there. And it took such destruction and dismay. Her finding her newfound, now found, yeah, it is now found, yeah. Newfound resolve and desire felt warranted. Felt warranted. Felt warranted. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's pretty good. Game feel, the audio, visual, or hit feedback during combat. Power feels heavy, but fast enough. Quack. Quick on striking. To really feel like you're just tearing into the size of I don't know, the size of a couch. Speed is there in the what is the drifting mode called? I forget what that is, but either way, that's really good. Speed is there in the drifting mode, I guess. I'll just call it drifting mode. Speed is there in the drifting mode. She just tears it up. She just tears it up. Tears it up and carves her way like absolute. She just tears up and carves her way. Yeah, she just tears up and carves her way in the most satisfying fashion possible. That speed boost helps so much in avoiding things and movement around. That's probably for anime. I should save that for that sort of stuff. Can I highlight it? Okay, I can do this. Special effects. Yeah, I'll just put that down there. The screen shake is nuts. It feels good. Combat learnability. Okay, this is probably the better part for them to have on the survey tell us about. Okay, you're gonna do that. You can do that now. That's okay. Combat learnability. Playing with Nanami made me. What is it? in the first place. She has a lot going on up front and feels somewhat overwhelming. However, that's just a difference in theory and practice. Doing it is much more streamlined. Doing it is much more streamlined and feels the timing for a perfect hit. Didn't take much practice at all. Didn't take much practice at all. But I don't know, but that's on my end. Yeah. I guess going into that quote unquote going into that going and then skating, the drifting. Blue and yellow ping. What does it make for more alongside combat capabilities? Because when you go into that drifting mode, you can now shoot yellow and blue orbs without having to stop, which is honestly like really cool. Like you can actually just constantly keep moving and then like go into a basic attack, go into a red orb, and then like if you use another yellow or blue again, you go back into drifting. It's like that's great. It's just like it's stop, let's go. You keep moving. You keep moving with Nanami. You don't actually have to sit there and feel like you're playing Murasaki or something. You just like, okay, I have to stop moving now and deal my 430,000 damage. For combat balance, it's Nanami is all about damage. And has the HP to match the damage she's going to deal. Really knows how to take a hit. The benefit of being a tank type character. Let's see, since she's fire type, I mean, since she has to sit still during like, you know, that charging animation or just dodge out of it, that's probably I have to do something like I have to ping Liv and get like do a triple blue, then go have Liv QTE come on up and heal me for some of the HP that I lost. Since their blue ping is missiles, I can probably do that like and just glide out of the way. Animation design and combat. Very satisfying to see power tear into enemies. As the chainsaw shreds oh yeah, there was a, what was the thing? The saw itself having a heat waves effect. And not just a texture. Very good attention to detail. Like, I really get to see the full potential of Nanami being a fire character. It's integrated into everything she does. Truly a fiery personality. Cool. Special effects during combat. Very good. Have I read? Yes. Yes, I do. How satisfied are you? How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the storyline and localization of Her Last Bow? I would say very satisfied. Oh, the storyline, yes. Localization, 4. Usually, they had some spelling errors and some typesetting features that broke on my end at least. So it's, what is it? They had some sort of that. Oh, perfect. Typos. Doesn't fit the situation or atmosphere. No, it fit very well. It was this is a very good translation of it. Strange word orders and sentence structures. That happened to me like one time when Lee was, no, not Lee. It was his brother. It was his brother talking to them, and he's like, "No, that's and an incorrect grammar moment." No, it's more incorrect grammar than anything. Yeah, that's about it. Do you have any other comments on all the following aspects of the story? Please share with us. The examples are better. Examples are better. I don't have anything for that. I liked it. I liked pretty much all of it, the whole thing. I mean, the fact that they really just went out there and did, like, at the very beginning of the story when Nanami is like going in like the snowy area in the city, like that was great. Like the soldiers who are just fighting for their lives and just trying to make it their way through, and the sniper robot that now has to go and live out the rest of his days until his machinery fails. It's like, oh man. Because he only understands to do that. That's what he's built to do. No. Please share with us your expectations and suggestions for Punishing Grey Raven. We really appreciate your feedback. That's so nice. It could be entirely like Two-Face and something like that. We appreciate your feedback. It's like, no, the fact that you ask me in this situation that expectations and suggestions for Punishing Grey Raven, we appreciate the feedback. It's like, I really appreciate that. It's something so simple that you actually care enough from the players to hear what we've got to say instead of just being a one-sided, we want your money situation. Yes, of course you want our fucking money because it's a goddamn business. All right, what other suggestions and expectations we have? Let's do a fucking Arknights crossover. Let's do a Girls Frontline crossover. That sounds pretty good. More crossovers in the future. More crossovers in the future. Among Us CUB, please. Let's see. What else? Dude, I love Among Us. It's like one of my favorite franchises of now. I love those little crewmates. They're so cute. Like when I was working at Walmart, like I would play that a lot with the people there, and it was just so much fun. Also, I just love making like the fucking Among Us jokes all the time. It's like, oh dude, that guy got fired. I guess he's no longer Among Us, right? It's great. They really push you on that fucking battle pass though. Yeah, I got it. More ways of acquiring serum. Because I want to play this game more. But I am being gated by serum. And like more ways to acquire it. There's probably a thing I can do to get more serum somewhere, but it's like I don't know what it is, or it's like a high level situation. Like I need to unlock Phantom Pain Cage to do it. Yeah, here we go. All right. Awesome. There's our survey, everybody. I'll get my 125 black cards in the mail. Fantastic. All right. Now we go back to the game. Yeah, I got disconnected from the server because I got logged out too long. Yeah, it's not clear how to get more serum because I have gotten many potions just doing the daily login stuff, but I don't know how to get it like outside of that. Because there has got to be a way for me to get that. Because I have so very little. There's got to be like a farmable way to do it, and I don't know what it is. Oh, wow. Huh. I didn't even know there was stuff like this. News. Let's claim all that. Let's get free shit. Guild Expedition. Cosmic Glow. Prophetic Surveillance. Like, there are actually a lot of stuff in this game where you don't have to use a lot of serum for it. But it's also... like, I want to do more of the event because I've got to catch up. Veritas Spring Huntress. Alright. News. Where was this? Where the fuck was this? on May 15th. And that was Monday. That was actually, oh wow, I actually started playing this game before the PC client released. So I was playing this like at the very beginning of May, and the actual official PC client released on the 15th. So it's been like almost just a little over 2 weeks. Oh, I have to download it myself. Well, I have to do the account linking. Extraordinary visual performance. My PGR experience to a new level. Oh my god. Start a brand new journey on PC devices, but I don't want to start a new journey. Well, I could probably just link it. What is this? Oh, it's the PAX information. She does look like Taiho a bit. I mean, it's like this game is from China. They probably got like the same person or something. Well, at least a person who can do similar designs. Look at this. Look at this. This is so good. We have paid attention to the problems that people have asked, and then it's like it doesn't feel like they do a PR statement because they're doing a statement. It's like, no, they do this because they actually care about the fucking game. Optimize multiple textual descriptions to improve localization quality. They still need to work on it. Having this sandwich, it's like delicious. I got it at like Penn Station today. It's awesome. External site, the official Discord. Oh man, they're really in touch with their fucking people then. Oh yeah, the new Taiho swimsuit. I saw that earlier. It's like, damn, you got the big Yandere milks going on there. She's fat as fuck. I love it. I liked her already. Because she's already like a walking, talking obesity banner. I was like, man, she's fat as fuck, dude. Holy shit. News. Wonderful fruit. Oh. God, mushrooms are delicious. So good. Guaranteed 6-star memory after clearing 8 times, excluding the first clear. Honestly, that's a pretty good one. It's like 17% chance to drop it. 30%. Ooh, that's rough. Still 30 over here. Damn. Oh man, it's a good sandwich. I'm still hungry though. I'll probably have to eat that later. Watch this, Postman. This is gonna be great. This is how Nanami works. She's gonna rock. She's gonna rock your world, baby. She goes in and just fucking slugs him. I love it. Uh-oh, Wheel of Fortune. Look out, everybody. Dude, she's a fucking Gundam and it's great. That's so much fun. Yeah, all I need to do is just show this one stage of like a person using Nanami, and it's like you don't need anything else. This is why it's like when I heard this was finally coming to PC, it was like, okay, I'm gonna actually do it. I gave this game a try a while back, and because it's like it was running so poorly on emulators, at least on like what I was doing at the time, I was like, I can't touch this. It's so rough. But now it actually like it runs fucking nice. I'm like, oh man, I'm all over this. This is absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is great, Postman. This is like awesome. That was one stage, and you can do that every single time with her, and more or less the whole game is like, the whole game is like this too. Not in terms of like the chainsaw, but you can be as like that aggressive, you can be that explosively powerful. It's really good. I was about to say Ray, but I was thinking like, no, Rex's body is much more square and it fits to power better. How many of these do I have? 1553, so that's enough to get 2, almost 3 Unimates. Because I need it's 15 plus 150. So that's 1650. Cool. I'm almost there to getting 3 out of the 4 Unimates I need to make her set. It's honestly not bad. Not bad for like one day. Ever since you saw Rex in Metal Gear 1, it's like you were amazed as a kid. It's the same here. It's like he's so good. But it's like, I don't know. In terms of my favorite mecha, I don't really know a lot of mecha myself. I guess like the thing that would come close to it was Custom Robo. That's like the first real experience that I had with it. And I always liked when people combine biological things with combine biometric elements with other stuff. Custom Robo has a thing that does that in there. It's a Battle Arena. It's oh my god, what's it called? Robos, it's a list. Oh my god, there's like an 11-hour playthrough of the game. Like, this game does not take 11 hours. This guy lose or something? Or it probably goes like really slowly through all that stuff. I can't find it. Strike Vanisher. Illegal Lightning Sky. Oh, I can't find it. But yeah, everybody go look up Custom Robo. That's something I think I played on here like a long time ago. And honestly, I'd love to play it again because it's so much fun. It's also still reasonably difficult. It doesn't feel as cheap. It still feels cheap in some places. But yeah, I'm now out of stamina and I've run out of things to talk about today. I have to wait for it to recharge. I'll leave it at that. Thank you everybody for stopping by for our first instance of Punishing Grey Raven. We're going to be streaming, obviously, way more of this. This is a very, very good game. And we're just going to have a lot more fun with it. Of course, we'll still have AT and everything like that as well. Once again, everybody, thank you for stopping by. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.